but you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do, and you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong, and you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you, because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT, fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again, forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win, and you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Yo, good morning, guys. Happy Monday, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Say what's up in the chat. Hit the like button, boys and girls, before we get rocking and rolling here. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully your Monday is going well. Good morning, good morning. What's up? Chinmay, Kookie, good morning. Good morning, Sonay, Wolf Dubai, Iron Fist, Francesco, Wolf Dubai, Ali, good morning. What's up? Amazon Store USA, Big Head Reef, Alex, Melda, good morning, Nins, Cherry, Mr. Nobody, Michael, Easy Investors, Jorno, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, happy Monday. Happy November. Brand new trading month is upon us. Brand new trading week is upon us. Hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Sheik? I'm doing good. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Making sure audio is good here before we load up the charts. Looks like we're doing just dandy, boys and girls. So we'll go ahead and dive in. I guess first and foremost, economic calendar. I'm not used to this economic calendar data being not tentative, boys. So we got some 10 a.m. news today, PMI at 10 a.m. Red folder news. We've got red folder news, another non-farm event on Wednesday. This would be, you know, NFP week. The NFP event itself is currently tentative. The Wednesday non-farm event is not. And I don't know if that's because we didn't have this event last month. But we did end up having that NFP, if you guys remember, for the month, you know, not too long ago. So we'll see if this ends up actually happening on Friday or not. It's hard for me to say. Are we in an NFP? Are we in an NFP week protocol or are we not? Nobody knows. So anyway, yeah, 10 a.m. red folder news today. Looking at price action so far in the overnight session here, we have NQ trading down into or below Asia low into the new week opening gap, and we see price pushing towards all-time highs yet again. It looks like for the moment. Short-term buy-side targets here on NQ. I'm going to mark out. This is the high that was set on Friday, actually. So Friday, previous day high here. So marked it out 918 on NASDAQ. We'll see if price wants to reach for that or not here. Or if we stay more range bound probably until 10 a.m. as a potential. Looking at, let me go ahead and drop down to 2 for now. Just looking for any divergences between the two. Both traded down to the new week opening gap. Don't see anything jumping out at me here. Check the 4-hour. Nothing really going here either. Yeah, not really anything to go off of here for any divergences, to be honest. To be honest, boys and girls. So anyway, we'll scale in. We're 2 minutes into market open here. And close. There we go. Did my drawing already delete, bro? TradingView is being kind of messy with me this morning. Interesting. All right. Check the Grand Cup. Yeah, let's go ahead and check the old Grand Cup, shall we? Let me pull that up. I know that I saw some tweets this morning. I already saw that somebody was like up like 20 grand or some shit. So I'm like, I haven't traded on my Grand Cup account yet. By the way, boys and girls, I'm sitting here wondering, I'm like, how do I even want to go about this? Like between my straight to fundeds and my Grand Cup right now, I just have it set to copy trade everything all at once. And then I'm like, do I just trade the Grand Cup separate? You know what I mean? So I was like, how do I want to manage this? But I guess I'll just trade it all at once. Somebody DM'd me yesterday and they're asking kind of my plan for how I'm going to trade the Grand Cup account. And my personal strategy for this week is going to be, because we have 3 opportunities to reset, boys and girls. We have 3 opportunities to reset during this first week. This first week is about building a buffer, right? And just trying to make as much money as you possibly can, essentially. So because we have the opportunity to reset 3 times, I don't see a reason why we need to be, you know, little pussies with our risk management with, you know, in the early going of this competition, if I'm being just totally frank and honest with you. So I'm probably going to plan to push the Grand Cup account pretty hard, knowing that I can just reset up to 3 times during this first week. And then obviously it gets a lot more serious as there's going to be daily cuts into week 2. So that's kind of my plan. I have not traded on it yet. Let me check the Grand Cup dashboard here. But yeah, no, I haven't traded yet. You guys can let me know. I think only a few people on our team have traded thus far, to be honest. But yeah, looking at the leaderboard here, we've got number 1 right now is 23,000. I mean, number 1, number 2. We got 3 people over 20K profit at the moment. It's like, what do these guys do? Did market open up and they just like immediately jumped into the 1-minute chart or the 15-second chart and just started hitting every move possible? Makes a guy wonder, right? Definitely makes a guy wonder. Funny. Anyway, we'll get locked in here. Look at the poll in the chat. 59% bullish, 41% bearish. Okay, I like it. I like it. Yo, is market open delayed for 1 hour today? It is not delayed for 1 hour today. No. Nope. Oh yeah, daylight savings time on Sunday. So let me check actually. I think we're good. I might have to change. Whenever we have daylight savings time, sometimes you have to change like these time-based indicators. Nope, looks good. Yeah, notice how this ICT everything Asia indicator is actually off by an hour. It actually has it starting at 7 instead of 8. So the ICT everything indicator, I will have to change here quick. Unfortunately. I have to change this to 5. I should fix it here. Probably do it here too. Save as default. Delete. All right. Now we should be finally good to go here, boys and girls. But yeah, no, you do. There's no need to change. there's no need to change anything else. The market time, everything stays the same. We just went back an hour, so you just kind of have to adjust accordingly. But yeah, no, there's nothing different with the actual market open or anything like that. Why is this not working now? Trading view, come on. There we go. All right. All right, so looks like we are leaving this internal buy side here at 274 on NASDAQ for now. We came up, printed a relative equal low, and now we see price trading back into this range. Obviously, this hour is wicking back awfully strong here. We have an hourly bullish fair value gap that I marked out down here in this range that maybe we see price pull back for. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't really... To me, the draw would still be higher for now. So I'm with you guys on the bullish sentiment today. Right? It would be hard to truthfully be bearish, I would say, until really like all of this would have to disrespect. And to be honest, below new week opening gap. At that point, then my eyes would obviously shift to these lows and new week opening gap from yesterday, or not yesterday, from last week that never got filled on NASDAQ. But anyway, is anybody in the chat in the Grand Cup and anybody already taking some trades and some nice profit on the account? Let me know. I know we got some people that have been trading already. Someone on our team also made 7K. Props to them, by the way. Nice. I don't know if they're in here or not. If so, identify yourself. Isn't the Grand Cup accounts limited to 2 minis at this stage? It is until you get to 5K end of day. Like, nobody should be above 2 minis yet because we haven't had the end of day data actually close for the first day, which is today. So yeah, it's 2 minis until somebody gets over 5K end of day balance. Then it scales up from there. But according to Brett Simba's tweet, it's 2 minis, but it's also only 10 micros at one given time. So you can't do, from what I understand, you can't do 20 micros, but you could do 2 minis. That's how the tweet sounded from Brett this morning. So just something to be mindful of, boys. Which on the rules frequently... Yeah, okay. So it does say that actually on the FAQs as well on the Grand Cup leaderboard. It says 2 minis / 10 micros. That's weird. Why can't you use 20 micros if you... whatever. Is what it is, right? Anyway, looking at the first presented fair value gap was left all the way up here. Looking at the 1 minute chart here. Is it too late to get in? No, registration should still be open, Mark. It should still be open through the rest of this week, I want to say. But they did say Team Lock is locking today at 2. I think they were supposed to lock it yesterday, but they must have reopened it just for whatever reason. But I think Team Lock is today at 2 Eastern. So no, you still got some time, I believe. Yeah, I agree. 23K is nuts, but I wonder which of the if not all, or I'm assuming at least one of those 20K profit people are, you know, it sounds like a lot of people are going to be getting disqualified and reset because they've used too many contracts. I'm assuming some people thought that if you couldn't use too many contracts, that they would just not allow you to place trades, but it sounds like you can place trades with too many contracts. And you just end up getting your account reset at the end of the day if you do. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of those big P&L numbers that we're seeing so far into day one are going to get reset. Connor, so we all went back. If you're not from the United States, I don't know if other countries do daylight savings or if that's just a us thing or not, but we've fallen back 1 hour. So if you're used to 9:30 New York time being a certain time by you, it will be now an hour later. Everything will be 1 hour later than what it normally is. Until I think when's the next daylight savings, guys? Is it April? I think it's April. Is that when we go back forward an hour? It's March or April. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's April. Daylight savings. March. Hell yeah. Yeah, boys. If you ain't excited about it getting dark at 5 p.m. Get ready. You're currently in a buy. Yeah, I got this 1 hour gap down here at 130 or into the 130s and 120s. I think we could be drawing toward potentially for now. Remember, we do have 10 a.m. red folder news. So just staying patient. Does gooning affect your trading? Yeah, I would imagine it probably does, huh? I'd imagine it probably does, huh? Kind of an interesting concept to think about, though, ain't it? I know, like, what do you get? Like UFC fighters and athletes like that will purposely, like, while they're training for a fight, for example, will like abstain from sex with their partner or sex at all for like a month leading up to their fight. Now, granted, that's penting up a lot of energy and testosterone to actually go physically assault someone. I don't know how effective that is when it comes to trying to stay patient and calm while day trading. You smell what I'm stepping in? Kind of two different, kind of a couple different things there, right? So, moral of the story is, if you want a promotion, break out the lotion. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys, it'd be hard for me to imagine that you all being finance bros haven't seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street. But if you've learned anything from watching that movie, it's that whatever number you're at, they're rookie numbers, you need to pump that shit up. And eventually, you're going to get so good that you'll be stroking it and you'll be fucking thinking about money. You know what I'm saying, boys? Do I use midnight as a target for price? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes New York midnight below price currently. I mainly refer to the opening prices, however, for with power of 3. So generally, if we're above opening prices, I'm looking at us being in a premium. If we're below, I'm looking at us at being in a discount. More so than anything. Right now, we're basically slap dab in between 9:30 open and midnight open. Do I not have New York open on right? This hourly gap's about 50% of the opening range gap. You see this whole thing get closed in. Anyway, new 15-minute candle here. Macro in a couple minutes, news in 10. Here's the 15-minute on the regular trading hours chart for those interested. For those that don't know how to find regular trading hours. New week, are you finally going to take 1-hour trades or what? Here is my... I was thinking about this over the weekend. Well, I've been thinking about it a lot. And we've talked about it a little bit on here. Now, the reason that the government shutdown has created some issues... Honestly, the issues really haven't even been finding decent setups and trades. I would say the issue with the government shutdown for me has been the fact that obviously until recently, there was literally no economic data. So generally speaking, I would always come into a day with an expectation of how I expect price to move, which is around the economic calendar. When there's red folder news data, generally I'm expecting there to be more volatility, cleaner deliveries. Excuse me. You know, on no news days, I'm expecting there to be more range-bound consolidation, chop, larger tracements. So I think that plays a role in trade management, is having an expectation, whether good or bad, and knowing what days to be a little bit more on the aggressive side and be a little bit more on the conservative side. Now, we have economic data coming in again, so that's going to help a little bit. And what I've kind of decided to implement in terms of a criteria, if you will, would be as the follows. On days with high impact red folder news, I will allow myself to be, quote unquote, a little bit more greedy by looking for those maybe a little bit extended targets, as opposed to no news days. However, with that being said, I still feel as though trading at all-time highs still has created rather short, low-hanging fruit type moves, and then followed by retracements. So the criteria that I'm starting to lean towards here is, one, if we have no news, no red folder news, and if we're at all-time highs, or if we're at all-time highs, I'm probably going to look to be more nimble with my targets and just secure the profit. So outside of those events, red folder news, not at all-time highs, be a little bit more on the aggressive side. But because the reality is this, the reality is we only really get on any given week, we only really get 2 days, maybe 3 on a good week. 2 to 3 days where there's actually a big move for the week, right? There isn't a big move every single week, or I'm sorry, every single day. So if you're sitting here constantly looking for these big moves, these big risk reward trades 5 days a week, I just think that you're asking for a lot every single day, right? If the market only really gives 2 to 3 good moves a week, what does that really tell you? Well, that tells you that you probably shouldn't be looking for those big moves every single day. And what do those big moves generally tend to come around? Red folder news, right? So I guess the frustrating part is for probably many of us is like going for those big moves because that's kind of what we're used to doing, right? And then even on those days when a big move doesn't present itself, you get frustrated because you either get stopped out, you get break even, whatever, right? And it just happened because we've been in a government shutdown, all-time highs, etc. It's just been a lot of that, especially in the month of October. So Obviously, there's no perfect way to predict. None of us have a crystal ball of knowing what days are going to bring the big moves and what days aren't necessarily. So we have to use the information at hand to just kind of put ourselves in those situations the best that we can, and navigate it accordingly. So that's kind of the criteria that at least I feel I've noticed in the last month that could maybe help with predicting that a little bit. Are you copy trading the competition? I am, yeah. I do have it ready to copy trade here. Yep. At least for streams, that's my plan. I mean, will I take trades on the Grand Cup account off stream? I mean, probably, yeah. Like I said, I'm probably gonna try to push it. We got 3 resets here in the first week, so I don't think anyone else is gonna be taking it super slow. If we got 3 resets, I might try to take advantage. But obviously, if things go great and there's no need to reset, that's obviously ideal too. But yeah, let me know, boys and girls. Are you guys looking at someone's at 70K, bro? I think people are gonna get reset, Nins. I think genuinely people are over trading with too much size right now, and they're gonna get breached because of it. Genuinely. What was that 70K? What are you talking about? The highest profit right now is 27K. This person must just be holding something. Every time I refresh, they're up like another 3 grand. Guys, news in 4 minutes. Red folder news in 4 minutes. We are trading down into this hourly bullish fair value gap here. In a discount. So yes, I am interested in longs. We'll see. I want to see what we get for news though. I don't really want to enter before the news and then, you know, we get manipulated out or something. So I think I'm going to let the news pass. But yes, I am interested in longs. I don't trade options, no. I do kind of want to add that to my wheelhouse though, going into end of the year and into next year though. I've never traded options in my life. Yeah, the people that use too many contracts, their account just gets reset. They don't have to reset though, like themselves. They'll just reset their account for free. So we'll probably see quite a bit of that. Somebody in the Discord chat this morning was already saying that they were mad because they accidentally were in too many contracts. I'm just like, buddy, how stupid do you think we are? You know what I mean? Like who accident? Okay, well, other than my one blunder a couple weeks ago. But it's not like I would complain. It's not like I would accidentally go 7 minis instead of 7 micros and then go complain in a Discord chat about it like I'm the victim or something. No, I'd be like, no, I fucked up. So yeah, no. It gives the same energy as like my cat walked across my keyboard and blew my trading account. Can you? Crazy. It's so funny, some of these stories, like oh my gosh. Yeah, 2 contracts is the max gang jong until you get above 5K balance end of day. And then it scales up from there. Once you get above 5K, you can use up to 5 minis and 20 micros. All right, guys, news in 30 seconds. No, there's news. I don't think there's any daily loss limit. I'm double checking here. I don't see anything. Just says starting balance 50K, position size 2 micro or 2 minis, 10 micros. Yeah, just trailing drawdown 2000 end of day. I don't think there's a daily loss limit. Yeah, there shouldn't be. It doesn't say there is. YM's trading off my screen. Holy shit. Can I copy lightning funded? Yes, Melda. Yep. You absolutely can. I know, 27K already is nuts. We'll see if they're still there at the end of the day. Just remember these names, boys and girls. Remember these names. If they're still there, you know, by tonight and tomorrow, then obviously you just got to tip your hat to them and say, what the hell's going on here? But I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of these names up here are not going to be too much sized. They've used. Four-hour FEG. Yep. Take it in. Come on. You don't know my team name? Where have you been? Where have you been? You've been in the live streams every single day, pretty much for the last 2 weeks. Take it in. Come on. Confused, conform both sides. Are you saying you don't know if you're bearish or bullish right now? Yeah, I'd like to be bullish until proven otherwise, which, like I said, for me is kind of all of these bullish PD arrays failing on the higher time frame. So if we do short today, I'll have to be patient and wait. But I like us rounding off here and forming buy side of the curve. I'm going to take a stab long here, guys, off this inversion. See if we can get some support off this 4-hour gap below these opening prices and below these lows. Pre-market target, though, I'm a little confused where I want to take this, but it might not matter. Just reclaim the gap here. Good luck, Shamar. Yeah, might get stopped out on this. Immediately reclaim the gap. That sucks. Yep, stopped out. Look at that. That's the only thing that sucks about inversions. You get the perfect entry in the wrong direction if it doesn't work. Stopped out there, staying weak here. Yeah, down 500 on that one. A little over 500. Today is Z Day. What's Z Day? Is that the same thing as Seek and Destroy? Fastest stop loss? Oh, no, we've had faster than that. We've had faster than that. We got New York midnight 85. Ooh. Might have fucked up a little bit. Didn't see this volume imbalance that was on this gap. Maybe I should have had my gap marked like this. What's up, Nasty? Nasty, what the heck, man? What'd they tell you? Hey, Tyler, looking at electronic trading hours, there's no significant buy side, but sell side is resting below Friday and Thursday lows. What do I think? I think we might be retracing to fill this entire opening range gap. To say there's no significant buy side, I don't necessarily agree with. Just because we came up and we printed and generated relative equal highs here. So yeah, no, I still like longs more. See, opening range gap, we've traded down now into this. We just made another drive lower here. So I mean, if I got induced one minute leg too early, that's gonna be really fucking homosexual. No offense. Yeah, if you guys put a comment in the chat and you don't put a space after you put a period, it looks, I think Streamlabs, they identify that as a link, so they just delete it. I can still see your message, though. Bro, I might have gotten manipulated out just right before this, so we'll see if I can replay this at all. I don't love that we didn't trade down to New York Midnight. We are below New York Midnight, though, on ES. Oops. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know. If we can get picked up in this gap, I don't mind trying it again. Hope I didn't procrastinate too much. Yeah, that'll be really shitty, bro, if I got stopped on this last leg down, and now it's gonna rip. Man, crazy. That's crazy. How do I want to play this now? Oh, shit. Fucker. I'm slow on the trigger right now. Let's see if I can buy a bid. If we can get one little poke down here. Trying to get a good fill. There we go. All right, guys. I'm gonna reattempt this long one more time here. See if we can get this move. Or not. I want to see this breaker hold. Thanks. Damn, bro. 2 L's going long. Never short all-time highs, they say. Fucking cappers. Well, fuck. Nothing playing there. Not gonna go short, though. I'm just not gonna do it. Tough. The trend is your friend, they say, mate. Yeah, until it ain't. Until it ain't, I guess, huh? Do we get opening range gap fill yet? We gotta be close. Oh, okay. It's basically virtually the same level as our new week opening gap low. Anywho, yeah, did not get that there. The whole premise, though, was thinking that we're in a relative discount of the hourly range. And then looking to play bullish PD raise off of this. I do think that my first trade inversion was marked incorrectly. However, we got it here on this close, and I just wanted to see price continue higher. Obviously didn't happen, so perhaps offside here. Perhaps we're going to get a deeper retracement. I'm not sure. You just made 67K because you are my liquidity. See if you're on the leaderboard. Capping. Wait, whoa. Oh, what the fuck? So this guy, in the last, like, 15 minutes, he went from 27K profit to 21K. This guy just lost 6K in the last, like, 15 minutes. What is he hold? What is he in? What is he doing? Not in the competition? Oh, so you're afraid of the smoke, Asfers, is what you're saying. You're afraid of the smoke. He knows he doesn't have a chance to win, so he doesn't even want to try it. Guaranteed to get reset, right? What are you talking about, Nins? We'll find out if they get reset or not. We'll find out. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't like shorts here, to be honest. I just don't. I don't like shorts until honestly all of this shit fails, because I would want to target these lows. But obviously the longs ain't ready yet. So anyway, we'll stay off the 1 minute, I guess. The 1 minute is giving some false longs. That's all we can really do. What's gold doing? What if we get something like this in gold? What is the risk on this? You did the 15-minute. Oh, I don't love this FEG candle. Holy shit. We have to wait for... Gotta refine that a little bit. I'm gonna keep an eye on this as we go into the session here. Might play something off of that. Yeah, man, I don't know. The long's not ready yet for sure. Maybe I'm totally offside and we do see a deeper sell-off here. Obviously, if all of this fails, you know, at that point, I'd be willing to be bearish towards these lows, but bullish until proven wrong, man. That's what they say. What they say. I don't make the rules. I know about gold. I asked what account type I should get on Tradeify. Still no response. You good? Moha, I did not see your question in the chat. I don't know if you know this, Moha. I'm scrolling up. I don't even see you ask that question. So now I'm starting to think you're capping, Moha. But it's really up to you, dog. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, dog. Maybe growth account or lighting funded account would be my recommendations, but I really don't know. I'll let you put on your big boy pants and make that decision for yourself. I have heard the chatter of the NQ trader switching to gold, John. Yes. Yeah, I've been tapering it a lot over the last probably month, but I haven't taken any trades on it. I haven't taken a trade on gold since probably 2021, maybe. Well, the more this just keeps displacing lower, it looks like I was probably just offside, huh? Opening range gap fill is all the way below this low here. It's on like the 980s. We are knifing. Since 9:30 open, down almost 200 points. Gold be manipulating you more than NASDAQ? Nah, I don't even know if that's possible. I do hear the wicks can be fucking crazy though, so. Yeah, we'll see if this 15-minute gap can hold or not, you know, at all. Then maybe can refine like a refined entry to continue longing it, but obviously if this can't hold, then there's nothing here. If anything, your eyes would maybe even go to the other end of this range, but we'll keep an eye on it. All I know is NQ is knifing, and we used 8:30 open as a perfect bearish order block to short. In hindsight, obviously. Oh, Bember. Is it down, Bember, guys? Here's our current weekly chart. And our daily chart. Look at this dirty daily candle. Stop just short. Okay. Daily candle is still green, but not for long. It looks like it's flipping red, most likely. Damn. Might pull out Bitcoin after holding for a year. Just a year, Anthony? No, I'm still holding, but if I have to hold through another bear market, I will. I'll just buy more. We're young yet, Anthony. We got time on our side. Worst that happens is it goes to 0. We are dumping fast, yeah. Elevator or stairs up, elevator down, right? And crypto's getting fucking nuked right now. Fetch AI is down 15%. Solana's down 10%. Bitcoin's down 4%. XRP down 7%. ETH down 7%. Cardano's down 10%. Everything is getting fucking nuked right now. Everything's getting nuked. Other than gold, apparently. Although that might start getting nuked too. Yeah, 15 not holding. Just inversed it, actually. The premise of the long there was off this 4-hour close that we got this close above here. I wanted to see if this 15-minute would hold and then support a bullish thesis, but no, fucking nothing going there. Yeah, boys and girls, hey. Looks like the longs were offside. Where's the never short all-time highs people at now? Holy shit. Drake has entered the chat. Market maker sell setup made it was clear. You're right, dude. You're right. Online shopping. It was so clear. So fucking. I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Anyway, let's see what the leaderboard's at. Bro, this guy's tanking quick. He went from like almost 28K down to 19K. Well, I guess 20K. I'm going the wrong way on the leaderboard right now. We got Jay Watt. Jay Watt up fucking 7.3K already today. Nice. Yeah, I got like $800 of margin left on the account before my first reset. Yeah, Lang, we don't know. I think Lang, I think they risked a little more than they probably should have, to be honest. Please link that group here in the Discord. Taken in, if you just go to your Tradeify dashboard and then just click on the Grand Cup dashboard and then click leaderboard. Underneath that drop down menu, this is where you find this. You can see all the different teams and like the overall leaderboard. Yeah, like we'll see if he's still there by the end of the day. My guess is he gets deleted or reset, sorry. Yeah, no other way to put it really other than just offside on the move today for the morning so far. Name on the leaderboard is your government name. Same. Actually, no. I think mine's just Tyler Trades. You know, would be a cool feature for them to add would be like knowing how many times someone reset. I'm already on my way to my first reset. Oh, this is kind of cool too. The leaderboard over here, I could tell nobody, like really nobody was trading yesterday, unlike some of these other teams. Obviously, a lot of these teams have like thousands of people, which mine does not. But we're no longer in last place, boys. The top 20 balances have like a team ranking leaderboard here. We've climbed a couple spots, so the top 20 balances will also determine this. The top 20. Obviously, the teams with like way more people, you could argue that it would be like a little easier for them to be higher up on this because there's just so many more people, or like there's just so many more people that could be doing well because there's more people overall. But ain't it fun, dude? The competition of it all just fucking gets my dick hard. Missed your trade due to work. What happened? I went long, and we did not go long. I longed from this structure here, basically. I took 2 attempts at longs in here, and we got ran out. So yeah, that's really it. Yeah, Nins, we'll have rewards and giveaways. Yep. For top of the leaderboard. However, if someone in our team wins the whole thing, we all are gonna get some nice prizes. So we'll see if we can. Just got stopped out. Now price is going higher. We just took out this 17 buy sell side 26,017 and a quarter. We took out this swing low here. I'm still bullish, like I said, until all those higher time frame PD arrays fail. And I'm gonna stick to my word. However, as far as picking where I want along, I want to be picky now. Just in case that does come true, but we got 20 minutes left on this hour. We are rejecting this low pretty strong at the moment. It'd be quite the manipulation for the morning if we see NQ essentially wick through all of these gaps, take out this low, and then we see price go higher. That's just really kind of unfortunate. It's tough. Because you'll look at this, if we end up closing here, you'll say that this gap didn't fail because wicks through the damaged bodies tell the story. Well, how many people are not putting their stop below the candle, right? So that's tough. Code is Tyler William. Where have you guys been? Were you guys not here in the promotion like the last 2 weeks? You guys not in the Discord? I feel bad because I'm spamming it, but I guess I need to spam it more because people aren't aware of what's going on. Yeah, boys, what are we thinking here? Next macro starts in like 10 minutes. I'm definitely willing to give longs another try, but yeah, a little unfortunate manipulation there. Little deeper than I was expecting, you could say. That's not something my ex has never said. Just kidding. They always said that. Yeah, the woman's a little tricky just because the range is pretty big here. If we could get this 5-minute close, maybe just enter off the 5 on this. We leave a bullish for value get behind. Gonna wait for now. Macro in like 7 minutes. Yes, Rita, this was London low here. The reason that I didn't fully expect us to go to London low today, though, was if I put the sessions on. So notice how London manipulated Asia, traded into the new week opening gap. I was more so expecting this to serve as the manipulation for today, and then we'd see price distribute higher towards buy side in New York game session, but we ended up coming all the way back down to this London low, so it was just a deeper retracement than I was expecting. Now price is fucking flying. I mean, yeah, I literally marked out this as our dealing range. We just took the whole fucking thing out. Rough. All right, guys. Wanted to let this 5-minute close. We did get an inversion here, so we got a nice 5-minute BPR. I probably will look to long this. We got new 15-minute candle just opened up. Would be nice to see this 15-minute power of 3 manipulate down into here. And give us a little something. And then target for me, I'm just taking it back to this hourly high. Yeah, gold's going nuts. Gold is basically honestly looking like it wants to hold that 15-minute potentially. Yeah, gold's kind of a tough read right now, to be honest. Heavy retracement. All right, I did just get picked up on the long here from the 5-minute BPR, so we'll see if we get this move up towards hourly high. Macro beginning in a few minutes. If this trade fails, though, I'll have to use the first reset of the Grand Cup account. Because that shit will be gone. Looking at gold here, I'm like, that's tough. Such huge ass wicks on the hourly candles on gold to the downside. That's so crazy. Someone said gold manipulates more than NQ. I'm starting to they might fuck, I might have a point. Anyway, we'll see what we get here. Macro beginning here. Yeah, at this point, I just ignore all the hindsight comments in the chat or the intra trade comments. It's totally pointless. Like, let's just fucking see what happens. Yes, London low was taken out at 17. What risk management for stop loss do you tend to use? Does it taper down after a loss? Not really, no. I mean, it just kind of all depends. Usually I come into a day with an idea, right? So like my idea obviously today was bullish, and I clearly defined what would make me shift bearish. Like I wasn't like, am I bearish today? Am I bullish today? I was like, no, I'm bullish, but I will be bearish if all of this fails. So I'm staying bullish until that fails. Pretty fucking simple. I think that's simple. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? If I was willing to buy up here, why would I not be willing to buy down here? I thought we're supposed to buy low and sell high. Do you guys want to watch the 1 minute? Get our crack fix. We'll see. I mean, so it's holding the 5 minute gap for now, but it really doesn't mean anything until we get to TP. So 5 minutes left till the end of the hour. Obviously, the end of the hour is rejecting nicely so far. We'll just see if it works out, man. That's all we can do. Previous new week opening gap. Yeah, that was what I really wanted to see last week. We did tap it on ES. We didn't hit it on NQ, unfortunately. I'd be willing to target it again, though, if we got below this week's new week opening gap. I also think I will be willing to go break even if we can sponsor new highs from this 5-minute and get above here. What's up, buddy? What's up? Want to say hi? Jump up here. Jump up here. Come here. Well, fuck you then. He was like, he fucking was, my dog's about to jump up and say hi, and then he saw my red P&L. He's like, fuck that shit. You don't get no love. You don't get no love with a red P&L. Oh. Do I use half risk for trade number 2? No. This is the most that I've risked on the trades today. That's just because the stop was as big as it was, and I'm not using anything less than 1 mini. But I don't control the size of the stop. Dog name for a value gap? Yeah, opportunity missed. Should have been. It should have been. Struggling to get and stay above New York midnight here. End of the hour, incoming in a little over 2 minutes. Nobody jinx it. Currently going well, up about 40 points. All right, I'm going to go break even here. Good, decent trim, I guess, if you have the ability to, if you want to, but the R to R is not really that hot. I'm going to see if we can get this hourly high. And it's also a 30-minute gap. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Protecting it now. If we take out this high and then come back down. I mean, to me, this 5-minute gap did its job now. It sponsored a new high. We come back down into it. I don't really know if I care to be in it, just in case, again, this hourly structure does indeed all flip. That'd be unfortunate. Well, I guess I didn't get stopped out, huh? Let me go and highlight some comments here. MD said this will not hold. Nashty said we going down to 26,000. Just X said don't long today. Quasum said we shorting to these equal lows. Beckner says I think it's going to hit stop. I mean, this is the type of shit that, like, as I'm sitting here taking trades and I'm reading this shit, it's just like, you guys are fucking retarded. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So you guys talking like you know exactly what's going to happen is just, it's stupid. Why don't we just sit here and wait and see what happens? Yeah, it could be BE here. New hour just opened up. Did not get the hourly close back above here, which is a little unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. I'll be willing to go break even just because, again, this hourly candle could come down and we do end up closing below here and flipping all this structure at that point. Like, that's where I'm willing to be bearish. Targeting draws here. Oh. I don't know. I'm just trying to be safe. Willing to, if I'm offside, just try to protect the downside, right? Oh, break even it is. All right, guys. I'm probably going to call it there. 2 losses going long. 1 break even going long. That's a bummer. Was up like 40 plus points on this. R to R wise, not that hot. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get from here, so. All I know is this is gay. No, you're good, Nasty. It's just the Indians, really. Just like everything else in the world. Yeah, boys. Offside on the first longs initially. Manipulated a little bit more than I was expecting it to. And didn't get the follow through here. And now I'm just trying to protect downside if I am wrong, but yeah, I just feel like I gotta step away for right now because I don't want to go short. And if we're just gonna see shorts come in, then I want to wait. I want to wait for higher time frame confirmation. Personally, so that's what I'm just gonna do, I think. I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to like close stream and then we're like, you know, just fucking flying, but it's not really looking like that is going to be the case, so just call it for now and then take a look at things a little bit later. Otherwise, yeah, let's see some new rankings here. Jay Watt is still above. He's still at the top of the leaderboard. We're creeping up on Team Minx. And then the overall leaderboard. Overall leaderboard, JFK trades. JFK trades is crazy. Yeah, so we saw JFK trades go from like 20 to 28K and then back to 19, now to 20 and 25. Yeah, like I said, boys, I think this top of the leaderboard will shift a lot by the end of the day because I think people get disqualified, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm red on the day because of the 2 L's trying to long this. Obviously didn't take anything here off the table, just got break evened on it. So yeah, we will have to just see what the rest of the day has in store, man. So anyway, boys, hit the like button before you go. Like I said, I'm gonna step away for a little bit. I just need to see what we do on the higher time frames here. And even on the lower time frames, this is getting really choppy anyway. So I don't know, just not loving it. Just not loving it. I don't think it's gonna be ideal for me to try to force the longs on this, because I could be wrong. That's what I'm thinking, boys and girls. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, though. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord and on Twitter, though, if I take anything else. Tomorrow is a no news day. I'll be live 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. Then we got a non-farm event on Wednesday. Yeah, man. Good luck. Good luck if you boys are trading the rest of the day. Good luck if you're trading in the Grand Cup, boys and girls. The week is just getting started, boys. The week is just getting started. Outcome today is red on longs, unfortunately. I'll put on all the executions here if you guys want. And then P&L. P&L's at. Basically did 1 mini on every single long attempt. 1 mini on every single long. Inversion gap here. Didn't play. Reattempted it here. Another sell-off. And reattempted it here. Up 40 points, break even. Nothing I can do, nothing I can do. So, all right. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord and on Twitter. I got to get running here. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, boys and girls. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.